Hello everybody, and welcome to Ancient Architects. Please subscribe now to get the latest ancient history news and independent research from around the world. There are thousands of burial mounds scattered across the Ukraine, and many of them are only protected by a very thin layer of topsoil. And a couple of years ago, when developers were looking to build new houses, one of the mounds was excavated, and its internal structure was amazing. The mound in question is located in east-central Ukraine, 10 kilometres south of the town of Dnipro in a village, well, I can't pronounce, but I've shown it on screen. These burial mounds are also known as kurgans, and this one was deteriorating fast. The topsoil covering it was just 10 centimetres thick, but the mound itself was enormous, measuring 120 by 80 metres and with a height of 7 metres. The excavations revealed 24 burials from the Neolithic, Bronze Age, Iron Age and Middle Ages, and from the analysis of pottery fragments, the mound was built around 5,500 years ago, meaning it's just older than Phase 1 of Stonehenge. But it's the internal structure of this mound that gives it the name the Ukrainian Stonehenge. The series of megaliths form a circle with a diameter of 18 metres, and this is known as a cromlech. The stones are set vertically, with a truncated cone on top of the circle. The megaliths prevented the mound from sprawling outwards and collapsing. The stones themselves came from a rock outcrop on the bank of the Dnipro River. Wooden stakes would have been hammered into the cracks in the rock. These stakes would have swelled with the addition of water, and this would cause the cracks to deepen. By repeating the process, eventually the rock would have broken into slabs. This method of stone extraction is why the stones of the cromlech are all different shapes and sizes. Sadly, because these mounds are clear landmarks in the landscape, over the years they've been robbed and stripped bare of any potential valuables. And this makes it harder to understand the ancient people of Ukraine. It's hard to find one intact. As stated, the mounds were also used in different time periods, with new bodies placed in older structures, probably to cut labour costs and effort, whilst the person still gets a spectacular burial. For example, one mound in the area was built in the 2nd millennium BC, but contained a coffin from the 4th century BC. The same mound also had a coffin emblazoned with a red star, thought to belong to an old communist leader. Another ancient mound was used for a mass burial for soldiers from World War II, and the Soviet government built a monument on top. After excavating this site, archaeologists found skeletons buried in 11 alcoves. One of the burials that dated to the Bronze Age also showed signs of mummification. Apart from a few shattered jugs, there were no spectacular finds, and this was probably because of historic looting. But 64 stone boulders were found in the mound, and it's believed they could have had a sacred significance. But although finds were few and far between, it was certainly an important structure, and that's because of the size and scale of the construction. The oldest burials located in the heart of the structure would have surely been very important people in the local area, with experts thinking the remains belonged to local chiefs and shamans. The mound may have had a deeper, more symbolic meaning, but experts can only really speculate as to what that was. Some think that the internal stone circle acted like a sacred barrier, separating the world of the dead from the world of the living, but others say that the stone circle core is purely structural, that it was built for support. Of course, it could be both. Once upon a time, it was estimated that 100,000 ancient burial mounds were dotted in the Ukrainian landscape. Many of them were levelled in the 20th century as the authorities prepared the terrain for cultivation, so the ones that have been excavated and saved are crucial to our understanding of the ancient people that lived here. This structure is enormous, and it's older than Stonehenge and the pyramids of Egypt, but of course not many people have heard of it. To learn more about lesser known but important ancient sites, check out my playlist Amazing Historic Wonders of the World, and please do subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Ancient Architects. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel, please like the video, and please leave a comment below. Thank you very much.